are looking at Air Force One as it makes a flyover over the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. President Trump set to arrive any moment now, where he is going to enjoy the race with the tens of thousands of fans who are there, both in the stands, in the infield, and for the folks who are watching outside the actual raceway.
Donald Trump arrived at the Daytona 500. Now, before we break it down, let's keep in mind.
But now we're saying that, no, actually, we are going to complain. If money is spent badly, if your taxpayer dollars are not spent in a sensible and frugal manner, then that's not okay. Your tax dollars need to be spent wisely on things that matter to the people. I mean, these things, like, it's just common sense. It's not draconian or radical. I think it's really just saying, let's look at each of these expenditures and say, is this actually in the best interest of the people? And if it is, it's approved. If it's not, we should think about it.
That's, pardon the pun, quite rich from Elon Musk. A private citizen wearing a MAGA hat, holding court in the Oval Office. And why do I say that? We footed the bill for Trump to go to the Daytona. We footed the bill for the Secret Service. We footed the bill for food, for bevies, for police, for his staff, for this whole shindig of a show, just so he can go have, if you think about it, a circle jerk at a race.
Doesn't that sound crazy?
Hey guys, quick break in the action. I have a new show coming out called The Rick Strom Show. It is going to be awesome. I'm interviewing musicians, athletes, producers, writers, journalists, authors, sports doctors. Go check it out at youtube.com/@TheRickStromShow. Also be sure to throw me a follow on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky. It can all be found in the description box below. Thank you.
Meanwhile, where did Trump not go? First, amidst controversial cuts to federal spending, he did not make a trip to Tennessee, nor did he go to Kentucky.
Yeah, I got him. Let's go do it. You can't get in here. Look at far. I'm just going to look.
Ditto with Virginia. Instead, as we just showed, he wanted to use our money so he can go to the Daytona 500 for a few hours and be cheered. It's remarkable the claims Doge makes, and yet this is the harsh reality. The message is loud and clear, everybody. Unless you are a billionaire or you write their checks, they do not give a flying four-letter word about you. You are nothing to them. At the race, Trump used his granddaughter as a human shield to deflect criticism. It didn't work. If one were to check the replies under a pro-Trump post from the official NASCAR Instagram page, this is what they would see. The critiques, of course, are valid. The quantity of comments, long. I mean, folks were commenting in droves, and they have a reason to be peeved. And the hits keep on coming. One member of West Virginia's House of Delegates wrote, "Good thing we pulled $12 million from West Virginia University cancer research so we can pay for Trump to attend the Super Bowl in Daytona 500. Yeah, that's exactly what I believe most Americans need to really have a firm grasp of. It's not just that these cuts are coming from fugazi agencies and different avenues. It is coming from things that greatly impact us as the American public. In all, it's estimated that this trip cost us about $5 million, though some have estimated it might be more. Call to Activism broke it down. The Air Force One cost is about $1 million. Motorcade and transport, roughly $200,000 to $500,000. Secret Service and security personnel, $1 to $2 million. FAA and airspace restrictions, which, by the way, if you have no idea how porous this is, because he is going to one place or another, they shut down the airspace completely. No one can go in and out. Planes are halted, and folks who are at different airports, if they are in somehow the same stratosphere as the president, cannot leave. It's horrible. So that's estimated to $100,000 to $300,000. Staffing, logistical support, about $200,000 to $500,000. Additional emergency and military resources, $100,000 to $500,000. That is your president who says that we need to take care of misappropriations. Unbelievable. When Trump took the beast for a ride around the track, he could be heard saying, "This is your favorite president. I'm a big fan. I am a really big fan of you people." He's literally a second grader. God, man. That same delegate would say, imagine if Joe Biden was playing Go Speed Racer at the Daytona 500 while West Virginia and Kentucky were underwater. Oh, we wouldn't hear the end of it. I'm not a Joe Biden guy, but we would not hear the end of it. Let's also not forget this. Musk and co., they're saying that they want to get rid of wasteful spending and, cut spending on behalf of the federal government. Well, Trump during his first term would leave D.C. for his personal properties a lot. And over the course of 4 years, spent more than 300 days at his golf resorts and other properties. Thus far, according to Trump Golf Track, he spent almost 20% of his time as president golfing. All paid for by who? You and me. The next time you hear the terms looting and robbing, by the way, that's who you should be labeling, not some poor bloke at Target in the checkout line. The Independent would write, in Palm Beach County, where his Mar-a-Lago estate is located, officials estimated in January the region will incur expenses of $35 to $40 million a year protecting him and his family. If you have not seen it firsthand, it is quite a sight to behold. Tristan Snell made this point on Blue Sky. First, the Super Bowl, now the Daytona 500. He's not a real president. He just plays one on TV, and it's costing the American people tens of millions in extra unnecessary wasteful spending. Maybe that is what Doge should be cutting. Another commenter rightfully stated, they are cutting Medicare and Medicaid jobs to save money. And meanwhile, Trump is at Daytona 500 spending millions for security. You don't despise these hypocrisies enough. Yeah. And to that I say amen.
If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.